Our community came together a week ago around some sad shared news that legendary broadcaster Dick Nourse, who was the face and voice of KSL-TV for more than 4 decades, had passed away. That news has weighed heavily on our hearts all this last week and again today with his funeral service happening later this afternoon. And I have to say, I've been so touched all week reading the tributes and the comments from colleagues and from viewers, our friends through the screen. There have been so many memories and worthy lessons from Dick's life shared and remembered. And I would love the chance to humbly add a few of my own. And I do so with the hope that, you know, when you're sharing memories about a friend and someone we've loved and lost, I think I just don't want it to become about me. But I've tried to collect a few of my memories that reflect who he was as a broadcaster, as a broadcasting legend, as a friend, as a larger-than-life personality and colleague who we all loved so dearly. I started at KSL as an intern, and I remember the day that I was brave enough to walk over to the King's desk in the corner. I grew up watching Dick and my other friends and colleagues here at KSL. And I remember walking over there and telling him that I completed a 2nd grade career assignment, and I wrote in that assignment that I wanted to anchor the news with Dick Nourse. And he laughed, that signature Dick Nourse laugh, and his nose crinkled all the way up his face as it did, and that laugh came out of his eyes, and he said, "Kid, get a new dream." But he was kind, and he was present, and he looked me in the eye, and he took the time. And I've heard so many people say that he took the time. He knew his presence. He was aware of who he was and what that meant to people, but he always took the time. And my colleague and dear friend Carol Makita said it best, and I'll quote her. She said, "Dick made us laugh, but then he made us focus." And he did. Before every newscast, there was a principled focus that would take over. I treasure my time working with him and learning from him. He was a journalist at the core, and he wanted to get it right. It was at his retirement that I was finally brave enough to share that 2nd grade assignment that my mom saved all of those years. I want to anchor the news with Dick Nourse, and this is framed and hung in my office. And he meant a lot to young journalists at the time, and he inspired so many of us to take it on and to take it up and to do it with accuracy and with a deliberate precision. And I appreciate him for that. I've been thinking of his wife, Debbie. She was a guest on this show many times, and his family. He loved his family dearly, and he will be missed here at KSL. And those memories run deep for everyone who knew him and who worked for him. So worked with him. We're thinking of Dick and his family today, and appreciate you letting me share a few of those memories of our good friend and our colleague.